Garbers. It is a completed catch to Cristobal Noah. A 9-yard completion to Noah. Second down and 1. It's a handoff to Laird, and Laird, he has the first down. Up to the 32, gets 3. They've got their fullback, Malik McMorris, in. And it's a fumble on the exchange. Diving on it is Garbers.
Now, this is the third quarterback that's played for Cal this year. Ross Bowers, McElwain, and Garbers. Sometimes when you use different guys, the mesh with different backs gets a little bit confusing. Lucky in that situation that Garbers saw it. Laird didn't want any part of that handoff. He didn't think the read was there.
It's a loss of 3. Empty backfield here. Now on second down and 13, the numbers against Idaho State 2 weeks ago, career highs for Garbers. Garbers, design quarterback run, has a blocker. Nice job using that blocker, and Garbers, he's got the first down.
Good play call by offensive coordinator Baldwin. Here you see the big fella, Holmes, just getting in front of the linebacker and giving Garbers the right of way. Heads up play by Garbers there, getting the first down, but impressive play by the big man, the center, the senior, 6'4", 295.
Now it's going to be looking like a pass play by Laird. Laird throws, and he does complete it along the sideline to Vic Wharton, the third.
We knew the coordinator, Bo Baldwin, was going to throw some wrinkles at Oregon. I have never seen a running back pass hit the outlet. I've seen a lot of running backs throw the ball down the field, but what a heads-up play by Laird to hit Wharton, who was the outlet, and Wharton to go get some first down effort.
Having that extra time, the bye week, coming off this bye week, we're going to see a lot of wrinkles from this offense and the defense, showing different looks, trying to get Oregon off their game, but good heads-up play early on just to keep this defense honest and not let them come downfield so strong.
It's first and 10 from the 38 of Oregon. Laird diving forward to the 31, gets 7 yards. A lot of experience up front for Cal. Also the same could be said for the Oregon offensive line. Second down and 3. Laird again. He'll get a yard. The head coach for Cal, now in his second season, is Justin Wilcox. Off to a 3-0 start for the second consecutive year.
And he's really built this thing in his image, so to speak. This team is a lot like his personality. Cerebral, calm, poised, defensive.
Brandon McElwain, we talked about the two-headed quarterback. Well, McElwain is now in at quarterback. Here on 3rd and 2. Laird goes in motion. He's a good receiver as well. Empty backfield. McElwain, design quarterback run. He hits the hole, and he's got himself the first down.
They feel like with the quarterback running the ball, they can equalize things with their offense and make the defense have to pay a little more attention. They don't have the talent on the perimeter to keep that quarterback in the pocket. These guys have to run.
It's McElwain in there with Christopher Brown Jr. as a tailback. McElwain again keeps it, and McElwain spins into a couple of tacklers, keeps those legs driving as he gets to the 15. He'll pick up 9 yards. The first to make contact was Lamar Winston, number 32 for the Ducks.
Tough run by McElwain there, just putting his pass down, fighting and scratching. Big job by the offensive line, just blocking and getting those guys off. But this is the difference right here between Garbers and McElwain, the running effect. He adds another dimension to this offense, allowing these defensive guys to pay attention. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do a little power and then throw it over top of their head with McElwain in it.
Well, now they bring Chase Garbers back in on second down and 1. And Garbers will hand off to Christopher Brown Jr. And Brown looks like he's going to be stuffed. We could also see Ollie Walsh. He might get some time at tailback, but Laird is in there right now. Here on 3rd and 1, under center is Garbers. McMorris in at fullback. They give it to him. McMorris, the big guy, 5'11", 290. He gets the first down.
Big fella getting the carry, getting the tough yards. I mean, if I'm a linebacker, I see that big guy. He's huge. I mean, 290 pounds. You see him, great job protecting the ball and just getting that extra yard. But if you're a defensive guy, Petros, you don't want to tackle that guy up high.
They said he's got soft hands. I don't think that guy's 5'11".
McElwain is back in. Empty backfield for him. From the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. looking to pass to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Pretty good delivery by McElwain. They're letting him throw the ball downfield, just like DeMarco said. And that ball, I think he expected to get tipped, or was it tipped? Just at the last second.
Justin Hollins, he's the one who got the hand on it. So now it's 2nd down and 10. McElwain again on the run. And McElwain up to the 8. He'll get 5, 3rd and 5 coming up. Troy Dye with the tackle.
Seen Cal throw a lot of stuff out there now with a tailback pass. They gave it to the fullback. They just tried to throw it to the tight end. A lot of wrinkles here in the red zone early.
Trying to get a lot of players involved. That's what Oregon does so well offensively. They get a lot of their athletes, receivers, running backs. They put the ball to different guys, making sure that you're just not keying on one guy. And from the looks of it, Cal is taking a note from their playbook as well.
No doubt.
Garbers is back in. Laird is set up as a wide receiver, top of your screen. Play clock is down to 4. Garbers, lots of one to the end zone. Incomplete. Again, looking for bunting in the back corner. Nick Pickett was there on the coverage.
Well, I'd do that too after what Stanford did to Oregon down the stretch, throwing the ball up and making big catches with Parkinson and Arcega-Whiteside. Coach Wilcox thinking the same thing, but this ball was errant.
Out of the reach of bunting, so now it'll be a field goal attempt here for Greg Thomas from 25 yards. To give Cal the lead here, it'll be Tony Brooks-James from the 3. Brooks-James returns it out to the 26-yard line. And that's where this Oregon Ducks offense will start. And when they have the ball, DeMarco, what should we watch for?
Dylan Mitchell, he's their #1 weapon. Had a huge game last week against Stanford, 14 for 239 yards. I doubt he'll see a lot of one-on-one coverage, but he can run every route on the route tree. On the other side, the dynamic duo inside. Kanashik and Evans, these guys are the leaders of this defense. They are physical linebackers who come downhill, and they love to be around the ball at all times.
C.J. Verdell in the backfield on 1st down, takes the handoff from Justin Herbert. And Verdell will get 3 on 1st down, and there's some pushing and shoving going on around the 40-yard line.
Important to get Verdell that ball after the fumble in the last game. There you see Justin Herbert. Big, gigantic stud from Eugene, Oregon. When was the last time the best player on Oregon's football team was born and raised in Eugene, Oregon? I could say never. This guy is really something else.
The officials getting together right now to talk. It's fixed.
There was an issue with the game clock. The game clock is correct. It'll start on my signal.
So it's 2nd down and 7. Justin Herbert coming off back-to-back 300-yard games for the first time in his career. Dylan Mitchell in motion. Herbert with time throws towards the sideline, and that pass is caught by Johnny Johnson. And Johnson gets the 1st down, picks up 9.
Great arm strength by Justin Herbert. Those are the throws, NFL throws, that a lot of quarterbacks can't make at this collegiate level, but he makes them with ease.
Confusion right now for Oregon offensively. Now they get settled. And it's the handoff up the middle to Verdell. He gets 2. 2nd down and 8. Mitchell again in motion. Good job by Verdell picking up the blitz. And now Herbert will run out of bounds. Gets pushed at the end. The flag comes out. A 6-yard run by Herbert.
And that's tough for the Cal defense, because here's a big, giant guy who runs a legit 4.5, 4.6 when he can get going. And you don't know if he's going to dip his head on you. You see Evan Weaver kind of bearing down on him. It's not a violent hit. He pushes him, tries to hold him up. It looks like Herbert did a pretty good acting job
for a
there.
late hit out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down.
Honestly, that's a great job by the officiating crew, because it looked like Herbert was already going to the ground, and Petros, like you said, Weaver was trying to hold him up as well. On 3rd and 2, Herbert will throw. There's an arrow to Mitchell. And Mitchell with a stiff arm. It'll stop and go as he gets stood up at the 42 by Travion Beck.
Like we mentioned at the beginning of the game, this is his #1 target, Dylan Mitchell. Last week, huge day against Stanford, but he just runs an under route there, and him and Herbert, they're on the same page. That's what you want from your #1 receiver and best quarterback.
1st and 10 in Cal territory. Verdell goes out. They swing it to him. Verdell, look at him with power, picks up 9.
And one of the things with Mario Cristobal when he took over this team, he wanted them to become more physical. As a former offensive lineman, you can imagine that. And just like DeMarco was saying, Verdell is a model of that. Punishing runner, takes a little football out of you right at the end of the play there.
2nd and 1. Verdell takes the handoff, has the first down, and falls forward to the 30. You mentioned Mario Cristobal, now in his first year as the head coach for this Oregon Ducks team. 3rd head coach in the past 3 seasons. Mark Helfrich, Willie Taggart, and now Mario Cristobal. He was the co-offensive coordinator last year here for the Ducks. Play action. Herbert. Throws, completes, touchdown. Kano Dillon, 30 yards.
Herbert makes an impressive throw here for the touchdown. Dillon runs a great route. Play action, you get these linebackers sucked in the middle, and then Dillon runs a corner route, and Herbert, perfect ball, only where Dillon can catch it, and it's an easy throw for him. Not a lot of quarterbacks, but for Herbert, he puts the ball where only his receivers can get it, and we saw there an unbelievable play and start by this Oregon offense.
Man, if he can stand back there and deliver like that, it's going to be a long afternoon for this very celebrated Cal secondary.
Zach's extra point is good. It'll be Zach Emerson kicking off. Ashton Davis back deep.
Moment, and I love seeing the whole Oregon sideline standing up and applauding as well. Really, really special for everybody here.
An amazing moment that we witnessed here tonight as Chase Garber's in on 1st down, taking a shot down the field, and that one is picked off. Amadi. His defensive coordinator, Jim Leavitt, says he is the best cover guy they have. He was covering Jeremiah Hawkins, and he picked it off.
Amadi with a big-time interception right here for this team. He just does a great job playing the ball. He's a guy that can play the nickel on 3rd downs, plays in the box, but here you see with great coverage on Jennings. Oh, just an unbelievable play by Amadi, getting the ball back in Herbert's hand, letting this offense get going. But Amadi just has an eye for the ball. When the ball goes up, he's a playmaker, and he just played it like a center fielder.
I understand the play call by Bo Baldwin trying to catch Oregon off guard, and he did, but the ball just hung up there a little too long. Can't happen with a guy like Amadi.
So Oregon takes over on 1st down. Herbert with plenty of time. And that's a drop ball by the guy who caught the touchdown, Kano Dillon.
That one was a little too perfect of a ball. So Herbert just, man, makes it easy. He just throws underneath routes, seam routes, hitches. It's so effortless, and he puts the ball where it needs to be.
Makes it very catchable for these guys to catch on the run and get moving. That time, it's a little too good, like you said.
First incomplete pass of the night for Justin Herbert, although that one's certainly not his fault. 2nd down and 10. The handoff to C.J. Verdell, and Verdell will get 3 yards up to the 40. 3rd and 7. Herbert, he's going to tuck it and run for it, and Herbert at 6'6" lunges forward and gets the 1st down. Great awareness, knowing where that 1st down marker was, and made sure he got it.
Awareness is key, and he's a big guy. He's 6'6", like you mentioned, 233 pounds, but you have to respect his legs. He's not a blazer. He's not like some of these other quarterbacks who can run fast, but he's a guy that's very mobile, and if it's there, he's going to get that 1st down.
Here on 1st down, the handoff to Verdell. He'll get a yard. On 2nd down and 9, Jalen Red goes in motion. It's Verdell again, and Verdell, you could see that explosion as he gets to the 45 to pick up 6. Beckett and Evan Weaver combined for the tackle.
That explosion is something DeMarco knows all about. It's exploding in the contact zone. In a zone where people are going to hit you, you're becoming more aggressive, and I see that for this young man.
That's right. You don't want to go in there and be square. You want to explode, like you mentioned, and finish the runs with your head down, eyes up.
Now 3rd and 3. Herbert zips the pass and completes it to Mitchell for the first down. Dylan Mitchell, all this guy does is either catch first downs or touchdowns.
Look at Herbert, put a lot on this ball, steps into it and just fires it. Does that come out pretty or what? And Mitchell is able to really adjust his body and make that play. Good coverage too, but that ball was right where it needed to be. Beck had no chance.
1st and 10 from the 38 of Cal. The quick pass is complete to Ryan Bay, but no gain on the play as Cameron Bynum was able to trip him up. And again, the officials come together. 51 seconds on the game clock. That's just a, hey, everything good? Yeah, I'm good. You good? All right, let's go.
I guess. Oregon doesn't play with the pace that they used to, that we were used to watching them in the Chip Kelly, Mark Helfrich era, but they can still go pretty fast.
Brendan Schooler getting schooled, saying, go back to the other side. It's kept by Herbert, and Herbert, he gets wrapped up behind the line for a loss of 1.
Watch number 59 there. Stepping up and just waiting for Herbert to make a decision instead of committing to it, because that's what he wants. He wants you to commit, create a vertical run lane.
And that's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Cover 1 here. Let's see if they're going to mix up the coverage. And
Herbert pressured. He just throws this one down. They're going to say, let's see, is it intentional grounding? No, they're going to say they had the back. Verdell was there. Jordan Konashik was applying the pressure against Herbert.
And Jordan Konashik, he's had a lot of success against Oregon. Here you see he's right here over the left tackle, and he has a beeline to the quarterback. No one touches him, and this is not what you want from a veteran offensive line.
And they just can't afford to be this far behind the sticks. And just like DeMarco said, with that explosive player Herbert on the other side, you have to limit every single throw he can make. Cal behind the sticks here is really struggling in this series.
3rd and 7 now, hoping to avoid the 3 and out. They had that great opening drive. They took almost 7.5 minutes off the clock. Empty backfield here on 3rd and 7. McElwain with time, taking a shot down the field, overthrows Vic Wharton, his intended receiver.
McElwain he's only had 16 attempts. You know, I'm surprised they're letting him throw the ball a little bit more than Chase Garbers right now at the beginning of the game. They're trying to add that extra dimension, as we mentioned earlier. But if I'm this coaching staff, I want to have Chase in there a little bit more and throwing the ball, because he's had such a...
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 15, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's against...
That is number 15's first unsportsmanlike of the game.
Diamodor Lenore, if it is truly against number 15, and that's huge.
Maybe Hockey Woods, who's over there as well.
It could be Hockey Woods, yes, number 12.
It was Nick Pickett who was the other player in the area, but it was Woods that they threw the penalty on. He obviously said something that was a little too demonstrative in that situation.
And that's huge, because that was going to be a 3 and out, and instead now it's a first down. You extend the drive, and you've got 1st and 10 from now the 28. Will get a yard up to the 29. Troy Dye with a tackle. Troy Dye has led the team in tackles the last 2 years. He's got 3 so far tonight. And it's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense number 61. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
That's against Valentino Del Toso, the transfer from Oregon, who transferred after the coaching change when Mark Helfrich was fired, and they brought in Willie Taggart.
He followed his offensive line coach, Steve Greatwood, who was at Oregon and recruited so many of the Oregon players on this offensive line for the Ducks. He followed him to Cal when he got a job with Wilcox, and now he's starting on the Cal offensive line.
And now it's second down at 14, and Cal's gone empty in the backfield. McElwain, good protection. Now he's going to run. And McElwain gets chased down by Jalen Jelks for Cal. McElwain over the middle, completes the pass to Noah. Kanavai Noah has the first down up to the 43 of Oregon, 24-yard completion. Javon Hollins finally there to bring him down, but good job by McElwain stepping up.
Good job by just staying in the pocket and finding Noah on the crossing route, the over route. But there you see, if you give him time, he has the capability of making some good throws downfield. You just have to give him time, and he has to stay in the pocket, can't get happy feet.
Well, yeah, he's a baseball player. Here he is again. Now he's got the feet, and he's going to run. Takes a hit, fumbles. Comes back on it, loses the helmet, but I believe he has recovered it. He did.
That's part of the emotion of playing quarterback at this high level. You have to stand there and convert a big-time third down and then physically take it to the defense. And that ball just got away from it. Great heads up to crawl after it. Real bear crawl to get that ball. I think he's got to come out now.
I think it was Jalen Jelks who was the one who actually stripped him.
Yeah, from behind. And now the helmet's off, so Chase Garbers is in the game.
Up to Laird, up the middle. And Patrick Laird, he's got himself the first down, gets 6 to the 31, Justin Hollins. It was a great opening drive by the Bears. It resulted in 3 points. Garbers, the pocket closing on him. And Garbers gets tackled from behind by Justin Hollins. He will pick up 3. Hollins has been tenacious so far this year, the only player in the nation with a full sack in 4 consecutive games to open the season.
Good job by this Oregon defensive front, just collapsing and making it hard for him to see over its offensive line. They're pushing this offensive line back into the face of Garbers, not allowing him to see down the field. Big Jordan Scott, he's a big guy that we'll be talking about a lot tonight.
McElwain back in, empty backfield.
There's Scott right there, the big nose guard.
6'1", 329 pounds. McElwain to the end zone. Deflected by guess who? Amadi. He had the interception earlier. He has a deflection here. The intended receiver was Kanavai Noah.
Instinctive play by Amadi. Usually safeties don't cover that well. They're usually tacklers, but Amadi can do it both. He can tackle and he can cover, whether it be nickel, running back, tight end, or receiver. He does it all over this field for this secondary Oregon. He's the leader behind that, but heads-up play of just tipping the ball, getting it out of Noah's hands.
He never turned that shiny helmet around, but he still was able to make the play, read the eyes of Noah.
3rd and 7. Laird goes out. They fake the pass to him. McElwain up the middle, stays on his feet. McElwain to the end zone, touchdown! 28 yards. What a run!
That's the fire that Coach Wilcox was talking about that he provides. Big-time fire and a great broken tackle right in the middle of the field.
Greg Thomas, extra point is Landry to kick off.
Say, Petro?
No doubt. I mean, with the rushing yards, last year, 2017, Cal had 8 yards rushing against this Oregon team. Today, they're already over 100 with 105.
On first down, the handoff is to Travis Dye, the true freshman. He gets the carry, and he'll get a couple of yards.
Change of pace back. He's a speedster guy that they want to mix it in. They do some counters, some stretches with this guy, but he's a home run hitter. He can be going. He's lightning fast.
He is the brother of Troy, who we've mentioned already, the linebacker for the Ducks. Herbert to pass on second down and 8, pressured. Now Herbert's going to run, and he finds the sticks, and he's going to get the first down. Again, really good awareness by Herbert.
We saw Weaver on the pressure there. That's what they want to do, just get pressure in his face and not let him get comfortable trouble back there.
First down, handoff dive. He'll get 2 yards here on first down. Evan Weaver with his 3rd tackle of the night.
I love these linebackers, Evan Weaver and Jordan Kanashik. These guys are, best friends. They're old school throwback type of players that you want to run your defense. But these two guys, they're physical players up in the middle. They're not going to let this run game get going.
Physical and smart. They do a great job. You see it right there, communicating with each other and the secondary.
It's Dye again. He might be little, but he couldn't spin away from that tackle by Evan Weaver, the 4th of the game. Here for the Ducks. And it's going to be a free play for Oregon. Taking the shot down the sideline, and it's broken up. Very nice play by Cameron Bynum. Dylan Mitchell, the intended receiver, but this should be offside encroachment against
Offside.
Cal.
Defense number 59. 5-yard penalty. Replay.
So now it's 3rd and 2. Herbert keeps it. Herbert stays on his feet, takes the hit, and Herbert has another first down. And this is a guy in Justin Herbert who you got to be careful because he did break his collarbone last year.
6'6". I mean, these are really good feet that you see from a 6'6" guy. Makes a nice little dip out there and finds the chains, takes a big hit, just like you said, Justin. You got to be careful about that. But that's an element of his game. He's 6'6", 240 pounds. He's going to run it and lean forward, and it's going to lead to a lot of first downs, just like that one did.
1st and 10. Play clock down to 3. Dye takes the handoff, cuts it back up the middle, crosses the 50 down to the 48 of Cal. Josh Drayden with the stop. But a 6-yard pickup there by the true freshman Travis Dye.
Cal's doing a good job at mixing their coverages up in the back end, not letting Justin see everything.
Again, the handoff to Dye.
Okay, guys, okay.
And Dye will come up a yard shy of that first down marker. 5 rushes on this drive for the true freshman. They give it to him again. And there's the explosion. There goes Dye. Travis Dye, 45 yards for a touchdown. Second touchdown of the year for the true freshman Travis Dye.
You would think that the short yardage back there would be Herbert. It's not. It's a 190-pound guy.
Just the lightning. He's a home run threat. If you give him a crease, he's going to hit that hard and fast. Old school player. I love that he has no gloves on. You don't see a lot of running backs with no gloves, but
no gloves, no wristbands.
Yeah, nothing. He
looks
just
like Popeye. Down the field, but Oregon scoring fast is got to be very alarming for Justin Wilcox because they look pretty good on offense right now.
McElwain in the shotgun. He does have his fullback, Malik McMorris, in there. The big fullback at 290. Pressure coming, and he gets hit. Incomplete pass. The pressure came off the edge by Lana Apello.
See Apello just lined up on the outside and no one blocks him, and he has a clear shot at McGill. You can't let your quarterback take these hits without getting hands on that guy. And the offensive line, they have to account for him, and it was an empty backfield, so there was no extra blockers back there, but you have to protect and not let this quarterback get hit.
Well, now Chase Garbers comes in as McElwain goes to the bench. Empty backfield here, 5 receivers in. Garbers throws, and the pass is complete. Jeremiah Hawkins, but Hawkins, excuse me, that's Mo Ways with the catch. A 5-yard completion, but Ways, he was met immediately and stopped, so 4th and 2 coming up. Stephen Coots on to punt. Amadi is back deep. Amadi from the 15. And Amadi can't really go anywhere. Returns it 3 yards to the 18. Justin Herbert was great on the opening drive at a 30-yard touchdown pass. Under 4 to go here in this first half. Herbert with time in the pocket, lets it loose, and Herbert completes the pass to Jalen Red. And Red is down after a 35-yard completion.
Well, this is the nightmare for Justin Wilcox. That guy standing back there clean and being able to put the ball wherever he wants. And just like DeMarco said in the open of the show, he can throw it with touch. A lot of guys with a really strong arm, they don't have that ability.
He can make any throw you want. And handoff here to Dye. And Dye will get tackled by Knoshik. It's Dye up the middle again. He's got the first down. To the 36, he gets 7. Knoshik again, tackle number 6. Herbert. Again, taking the shot to the end zone. Touchdown! Dylan Mitchell, 36 yards. He's got 1 touchdown pass of 31 of 36, and the Ducks have a touchdown run of 45.
We've seen the zip by Herbert, and we've seen the touch. This is a great touch, and good job by Mitchell running the fade route. It releases inside, but he has enough speed to get back outside those numbers. An exceptional throw by Herbert, just a touch and making it only for Dylan Mitchell to catch it. Once again, he just throws the ball extremely well downfield.
When he saw that Cameron Bynum just didn't get any hands on Mitchell, he knew that he had basically a free release.
A timeout taken by Oregon.
Timeout, Oregon.
Prior to the kickoff.
30-second timeout.
Davis from the goal line. Justin Davis trying to get around the corner, just lowers that shoulder as he gets towards the 20, out at the 21-yard line. 2:40 to go here. This Cal team is not a team that's known for quick strikes.
No, but they need first downs. They just have to have first downs. Anything that keeps Justin Herbert on the sideline. You don't want to see that guy under center or in the shotgun or doing anything football-wise out on the field if you can't avoid it. You've got to get first downs and continue to run the offense and have a good plan. But if they have one bad play, it really sets them back.
Well, here's a bad play. A bad snap. Garber's able to pick it up and throw it away. A bad play turned into a good play by Garbers.
Been a little sloppy at times. When you come off that bye week, you have a lot of time to do some things, but just an errant snap here by the center, you can't have these. I mean, you're physically fresh after a week being off, but mentally you have to stay sharp, and these are some things that can happen coming off the bye week where you start slow, but this Cal team has to pick it up offensively.
Addison Ohms, the center, with that low snap, and you mentioned coming off a bye week. Since 2013, Cal is 1-6 following the bye, and that was nearly picked off. Jumping the route right there was Javon Holland. The pass intended for Kanawai Noah.
Yeah, they brought Amadi on a blitz, and Cal did a good job picking up the blitz, but still very tight coverage underneath, and he just couldn't thread it in there for Noah. Another third and long situation for Cal. This spells trouble.
Garbers, that pocket collapsing, and Garbers goes down. Lamar Winston and Drayton Carlberg combined for the sack, the loss of 4.
This Oregon defensive line, they are very physical at the point of attack, pushing this offensive line back. Garbers has nowhere to go. He has nowhere to throw, but this secondary covers the receivers. And good push and press by Winston. Good push and press by Carlberg. Just getting inside the pocket and getting the Garbers down for the sack.
Inside his own 5, Amadi waiting for it around the 40. Good punts. As this one takes a monster bounce all the way down inside the 10. What a punt by Stephen Coots. 73 yards as we look at this first half. Justin Herbert, 8 of 10, couple of touchdowns, a couple of beautiful passes for those touchdowns. Brandon McElwain, part of that two-headed quarterback system for Cal, able to run one in for a touchdown. Just 1 of 6 in the air, though. And then Travis Dye, A 45-yard touchdown run. It is 21-10. Oregon leading Cal with 2:11 to go.
And they have not been in the red zone. All their touchdowns, 30, 45, 36 yards, way outside the red zone. 3 touchdown drives, only 8 minutes and 9 seconds. This offense picked up right where they left off in the first half at home at Autzen Stadium against Stanford.
C.J. Verdell is in at tailback this time for the Ducks. 1 timeout remaining. Herbert to the sideline. What a pass and what a catch by Dillon Mitchell. Are you kidding me?
And there's that touch we're talking about with Justin Herbert. I mean, that's just, he was covered. Dillon Mitchell made an exceptional grab, but he was covered there, and Justin put the ball where only he can get it once again. That's just great touch, an exceptional pass by Justin Herbert there. Wow.
33-yard completion. Herbert steps up again. This time he overthrows his intended receiver, Kano.
Just an unbelievable play here. Mitchell once again pressed at the line of scrimmage, leaving room on the sideline for Herbert to put the ball in. Just an exceptional throw, just great touch there, and heads up play and grab by Mitchell. Mitchell's having another big day. Last week against Stanford, they couldn't cover him, and it looks to do the same tonight.
4 catches, 88 yards from Mitchell tonight. Verdell goes out in motion. They swing it to him. Low throw. Verdell, nice job to get it, but he tripped. 3rd and 4.
Oh.
Herbert on the run, throwing to the sideline, and it's incomplete.
Just knowing what Mitchell's doing, running another fade, and he's being physical. Now they've been a little bit more physical and going off, but Drayton, good job turning back around, finding the ball, and getting it out of Mitchell's hand.
Wharton never signaled for the fair catch. The Ducks let him make the catch, and now he returns it all the way up around the 48-yard line.
Talk about a deeker. He fooled everybody. Check out Vic here. Vic Wharton, the 3rd. Never waves that arm, keeps looking. And just kind of caught Schooler sleeping there, caught the ball right in front of his face and took off. What a heads-up play by the Cal punt returner, Vic Wharton.
It's a 35-yard return.
Good field position now. 53 seconds, they have 2 timeouts. Let's see if they can get a score before the half and gain some of this momentum.
McElwain in at quarterback, design quarterback run, has a blocker, uses it. McElwain, he's got the first down, gets tackled by Nick Pickett, and let's see if they use one of those timeouts.
They're going to keep it going. They got the momentum, first down, clock is stopped, so they're going to try to get a quick count here.
McElwain out of the pocket again, and McElwain will run, and let's see where they mark him out. He's going to get out after getting the first down. Pressure coming, McElwain fumbles, picked up, back the other way, Lamar Winston. Winston's gonna take it to the house, 71 yards. What a turn of events here at California Memorial Stadium.
That's a nightmare for Brandon McElwain and the Bears. They finally get some momentum going. It looks like they are at least going to maybe pull off a field goal attempt. And here he comes right down the A-gap. Drayton Carlberg. McElwain just kind of lost control of the football, or I don't know if he was trying to flip it out there or something, but a fortuitous bounce to Winston, and wow.
And don't forget, last week it was that scoop and a touchdown against Oregon by Stanford. That was an 80-yard scoop and touchdown. This one, 71 yards by Lamar Winston.
This is one of the problems when you move quarterbacks in and out. The ball ends up on the ground, and a guy can scoop it up and have the moment of his life.
At the very beginning of that
Unsportsmanlike
play.
conduct, sideline interference. Defense number 24. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Extra point for Adam Stack. Oregon will receive the kick to open up this third quarter. Chris Landgrave will kick off. Tony Brooks-James is back deep for the Ducks. And no return will happen here for Brooks-James. We talk about the offense for Oregon. It starts with Justin Herbert. His numbers, not too shabby. 10 of 14, 172 yards. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions.
I'm surprised it's not more, to be honest with you. You see what Travis Dye has done running the ball very well, and C.J. Verdell has been very physical as well. But I'm just surprised Herbert didn't have more yards. It just seems like what DeMarco said. Every time he throws the ball, it goes exactly where he wants it to go, and the receiver expects it right in the hands, right on the numbers.
Verdell on first down. Verdell breaks a couple of tackles, and he breaks the big one. Here goes C.J. Verdell. Gets a block down the field, stumbles to the end zone, and he's going to be down at the 1. 74 yards, explosive run by C.J. Verdell. Travion Beck finally able to chase him down.
We said don't blink earlier and don't blink. This offense can score at will, and Verdell with a huge run to start the second half. A guy last week had the late fumble, but he's throwing extremely well and just a huge run to start this half, but I think he may have been in there. Maybe not, but great explosive run by CJ. I mean, just a redshirt freshman, 5'9", 201 pounds. He's a guy that hits it hard.
Cyrus Habibi-Likio is in. He has carried the ball 7 times, has 5 touchdowns. They're going to review, I believe, that last play to see if it was.
There is no foul. Please reset the play clock to 25 seconds.
Nope, I'm wrong. They're just going to reset the play clock.
Well, C.J. Verdell, a red shirt, Travis Dye, an early enrollee, true freshman, and both of these guys really taking advantage of some big vertical run lanes out there. Verdell stepped through 3 of Cal's best tacklers on his way to the 1-yard line.
Watch for Habibi-Likio here. 5 of his 7 carries have resulted in touchdowns. Habibi-Likio gets stopped.
He's their short yardage guy. They like his feel on the goal line. Here they're trying to bring him across the formation. Where did he get turned back? Looked like Rambo.
They give it to him again, and this time with the push. He's got to be in. Where's the signal? There it is. Touchdown. 6th touchdown of the year for Cyrus Habibi-Likio.
And you knew they were going to run that one in. Coach Cristobal, former offensive lineman, he doesn't want to throw it, especially down here on the 1 or 2 yard line. He puts a lot of pride and pressure on this offensive front, and they are delivering right now. You got 3 veteran players, 2 new guys in Dallas Warmack, and the young freshman Sewell, who's done a phenomenal job. But, you know, this offensive line, you got to give them credit. They are very physical at the point of attack, making holes for the running game and making sure Justin Herbert doesn't get touched back there when he's dropping back.
Drive. Zach Emerson kicking off here for the Ducks. Ashton Davis from the 2. Davis hoping to get a big return to boost this Cal offense. A nice return out to the 36-yard line. This Cal offense splits snaps between 2 quarterbacks, Chase Garbers and Brendan McElwain. And that fumble lost was huge by McElwain.
I thought he'd gotten hurt from a hit in the back he took earlier in the second quarter. Came back in and had the fumble. And here's Garbers.
Garbers is in with Patrick Laird. On first down, it's Laird. And Laird just runs into a few white jerseys and then gets thrown backwards after he picks up 1. Laird now lines up as a wide receiver at the bottom of your screen on 2nd down and 9. And again, nowhere to go. Jordan Scott, he's right there plugging that gap. And Jordan Scott, according to his defensive coordinator, Jim Leavitt, says he is the key to our defense.
He's a big guy. Usually you see a guy in a 3-4 scheme where he's 329 pounds. They usually take him out on nickel situations, but they leave him in 3rd down situations, nickel, base, whatever it is, because he's such a great player and he's so athletic for being that big.
Now it's 3rd and 10. It is Garbers in at quarterback. Pressure coming. Garbers trying to escape the pressure. Garbers, dangerous play. He's going to get the first down. That is some toughness shown right there by Chase Garbers.
Yeah, there's not been a lot of fear from any of these Cal runners. They're throwing themselves into this very talented Oregon defense right into the teeth. Garbers is pulling the ball down right away. Doesn't look like he's looking downfield at all, and who could blame him with the pressure they're getting? A good physical run there.
Hand off to Laird. Laird has an opening, and he gets bumped down by Lenore. A 19-yard run for Patrick Laird. So good back-to-back runs by Garbers and Laird.
Well, there's a crease for Laird, finally.
There he is. You just need to give him a little daylight. He's a north and south runner, not an east and west guy, but Laird just really good running back. A more exceptional man off the field. And I love him as a person. We got a chance to talk to him, and what he's doing with the just the reading, the summer reading challenge is unbelievable.
Garbers, his pass is complete to Vic Morton. 25-yard completion, and Cal is trying to speed it up a little bit.
Well, Cal forces a punt from Oregon and then comes out and starts moving the ball, running the ball well. Big scramble from Garbers, sets up a nice run from Laird, and then Wharton getting involved. Pretty nice ball by Garbers. Good anticipation on the timing route.
1st and goal from the 10. Laird takes the handoff. Laird to the end zone. Touchdown. The Bears answer back with a touchdown run of 10 yards by Patrick Laird.
This time the offensive line did a good job blocking and giving Laird a crease. Just running a simple stretch play to the left behind these big left tackle and left guard. He sticks one foot in the ground and gets north and south, and he's a big guy. Laird, 6 foot, 205 pounds, but he runs physical. He's a big guy. I love the way he runs.
Greg Thomas now on for the extra point. 35-17.
Seeing what Burdell was doing in the last. He wasn't going to beat.
Justin Herbert in the shotgun. Hands off to Dye, and Dye gets hit in the backfield by Evan Weaver.
Weaver, just an exceptional play. You see him here just going scot-free and making a huge hit. He's running down here. He's a physical player, loves contact, and you see him just take Dye down in the backfield. No one touches him, but heads-up play there by Weaver.
6th tackle of the game by Weaver. Time for Herbert. Dumps it off to Dye. And Dye will get tackled by Evan Weaver.
Now, we talked about this when Cal was driving. They've got to force a punt here. You can't go score for score with Oregon. They have to force punts if they're going to be able to come back in this game. Another big 3rd down.
Good job by the defense, making them check the ball down to the back, having the secondary, having those receivers covered on the back end. But let's see if they can get pressure here. But I think Oregon will probably keep it on the ground here. You got to stop the run game.
They bring 2 tight ends here on 3rd and 1. Travis Dye, the tailback. We've seen Herbert able to run. Dye takes the handoff, and Dye, it looks like forward progress. It looks like he's got that first down.
He had a big second effort here. Little tiny guy kind of got lost in the pile there. You see Weaver kind of jumping on the back of the O-lineman. There he goes down and then back up, but we didn't hear the whistle.
It is going to be a first down at the 35. Dye again hits that hole, and he loses the football. Cal says they've got it, and they do. Big time play. Rusty Becker.
That's what you need if you're a Cal. Right now, big momentum change. If they can score offensively, but huge stop, huge turnover by this Cal defense. Becker with the job. getting the ball out, recovering, but they've had a couple issues with fumbling the ball. If you're a running back, you have to have two hands on the ball. You have to know when the play is over. Right there, he just had one hand on the ball, and they got it out. But huge job by the Bears defense. You can see it right here, Kanashik. Oh, just strips the ball there.
Really got after it there.
Good job by this defense.
You got to control the ball through the contact zone with two hands. That's what the young back is going to learn. But how about these Cal linebackers? They've been gashed a few times on the field, but Weaver and Kanashik out there still making plays, giving the offense an opportunity.
A forced fumble by Kanashik. And now the handoff up the middle for Laird. And Laird gets 6 on first down, and now, Petros, you had talked about you can't go touchdown for touchdown, points for points with Oregon. This is that opportunity for Cal to capitalize off the turnover.
They forced a turnover, and now it's time to cash in. Do they have the offensive versatility to keep it going?
It's Garbers again handing off to Laird. Laird, a patient run. He took the hit and he finished it.
He wants you to take that to the reading program right there. he's running physically
Physical
right now.
player. I love how Javon Hollins came up, the true freshman, but Laird, big guy, way to get up and down. It's hard to get up and down when you're a running back. You're taught not to jump in those situations.
Lose all your leverage.
Yeah, but Laird was able to get back underneath himself and finish forward there.
He's got his fullback in. They give it to him again. And this time he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Jeremiah Hawkins was in the backfield. Garbers looking for Hawkins. Overthrows him and it's picked off in the end zone by Javon Hollins. Now they're exchanging turnovers. Not a smart choice by Garbers. He was throwing into triple coverage there.
They tried to create that mismatch with Hawkins. Didn't work out.
Didn't. Garbers, you have to read the secondary a lot better. There was 3 guys covering him here, and then he overthrew him. You just can't do that.
How can these Cal linebackers keep coming after these running backs keep playing at such an intense level when they're not getting much from the offense on the other side?
2nd down and 2. Verdell again. He moves the sticks for a first down. Luke Beckett with a tackle.
They've had a lot of opportunities. They've had good field position starting drives, but they haven't capitalized on the good field position, turning the ball over, but you got to make better out of your ball and opportunities.
Again, keeping it on the ground. Flag comes flying in.
Holding. Offense number 87. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
That's the 3rd-string tight end, Ryan Bay, who was out there, and he has a guilty look on his face. There's no doubt about it.
And now he gets taken out.
Young guy, local guy out of Tigard, Oregon. That's new for Coach Cristobal, recruiting the state of Oregon, figuring out the Northwest. It's not a place where you get most of your players. You got to get most of your players from the state of California.
Yeah, they're not all Justin Herbert.
No.
Herbert quickly out to Verdell. And Verdell lowers that head and gets tackled by Evan Weaver on 2nd and 14. Herbert, open receiver, Brendan Schooler. And Schooler has another first down up to the 48-yard line, a 19-yard completion. Herbert's over 200 yards. Now at 208 in the air. Handoff is to Die with that explosive speed. Able to hit the hole. Kanashik with a tackle, but 8 yards on first down for Travis Dye. On 2nd and 2, Herbert, pump fake. Now goes deep for Schooler. And Schooler could not come down with it. Elijah Hicks there on the coverage. And guys, I got to be honest, just watching Justin Herbert, DeMarco, you said it at the top of the show, but he makes every throw look effortless.
He does. He makes the throws look easy. I mean, he added about 20 pounds in 8 months this offseason. He's a big guy, 6'6", but he stands in that pocket with so much confidence, and he knows where his target is going to be, and he puts the ball precisely where it needs to be.
Free play. Herbert, pump fake again, shows off the arm strength. We're going to have another penalty here.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside. Defense number 27. That foul's declined. Pass interference. Defense number 20. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
So this is what I love about Herbert. He just saw that, right? So now he knows it's a free play. And then he makes that throw down the field knowing, hey, I got a chance.
He just throws it up to Mitchell. We'll either get a touchdown or we're going to get a pass interference, which you saw there. But I mean, Herbert's just a smart guy, mixing up the snap count and not allowing this defensive line to tee off fast.
Dye takes the handoff. Up to the 28-yard line, gets 1 yard. Luke Beckett with the stop. And there is a player down now for Cal. Dye slips 1 tackle. Gets up to the 23-yard line, picks up 5. Chris Palmer makes the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up.
Doing a good job running the ball, but Justin Herbert, we've been talking about it and how effortless everything seems for him, how big and strong and fast and how well he can throw the ball. I think it's really important to mention Herbert is not a guy who had a quarterback coach throughout high school, a private coach. He played other sports. He grew up in the area. This is the new model for great quarterbacks. He's not a robot. He's out there feeling it.
A timeout's going to be called here by the Ducks.
First charge timeout, Oregon, 30 seconds in length.
And Herbert was going to watch it.
And I just think they've got great names. And now Herbert throws, and it's a drop ball on 3rd down by Dylan Mitchell, his favorite target.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Well, he's been perfect the last 2 weeks, I can tell you that. But you usually don't see this happen from Dylan Mitchell. But it all starts with that throw. The throw was just too perfect. Justin threw the ball too perfect, right in the nest, hit him right in the helmet. So he's used to those perfect throws. But that one just got on him a little too fast. But let's see if they can capitalize and take the 3 points here.
And that field goal is no good. Hooked it.
This defense, they're keeping them in the game. Good job going up and getting the block, getting the tip on it. But this defense, they're keeping them somewhat in the game. Now the offense they have to capitalize on this situation. If you have to score, you have to get some type of points.
On 1st down, the handoff to Laird. And Laird takes it up to the 29-yard line, gets 6.
Hopefully McElwain or Garbers, if you're a Cal fan, can get over the top.
McElwain to pass. And that pass is complete, caught by Vic Wharton. The fullback, Malik McMorris, is in. Is this a design quarterback run? It is. He gets the block by McMorris, frees him to go. There he goes as he's run out of bounds by Nick Pickett. A 27-yard run by Brandon McElwain, the block by Malik McMorris.
Just the quarterback power play. You see the guard coming out, kicking out Hollins there, and McElwain just stand tight, stand inside that block, and huge block on the outside by Vic Wharton as well.
Michael Safell was the one who actually came around and made that block, and now the pass here to Noah. Gotta find Noah. 2nd down to 1.
See if they take a shot. You got Duncan here one-on-one. There's no safety over top. We'll see if they let McElwain throw the ball and get a touchdown.
He does take the shot. He overthrows his intended receiver, Jordan Duncan.
It's really caused trouble for these Cal quarterbacks. They've gotten some happy feet and made some plays that they didn't have to. But he was bearing down on him. He just needed 1 more second. But Troy Dye, the brother of Travis Dye, wasn't having it.
He's like, you're talking about my brother too much. And with a hard count.
The previous play is under further review to review an aspect of targeting.
Comes in scot-free and... Oh, yeah. No, I thought he got it with the shoulder.
Forearm, right shoulder. I don't see it.
I don't see it as well.
Let's bring in Dean Blandino from Los Angeles and get Dean's thoughts on whether or not this is targeting. Dean?
Yeah, he definitely leaves his feet, but to me, I'm with you guys. I see this as shoulder, forearm to the body. There has to be contact to the head, neck area or with the crown.
After further review, there is no targeting on the previous play.
Well, once again, Dean, you're right.
Brilliant.
Well done.
I'm sure they'll probably keep it on the ground, but let's see if big Jordan Scott can make a play here. He's been an awfully heavy man inside.
It's Laird, and Laird He has enough for the first down. McElwain sets up the pass for Wharton. Wharton, he's got a blocker. Wharton gets outside and gets shoved out by Amadi.
Good wrinkle here by the offensive coordinator, Bo Baldwin. Just a quick screen. You know Oregon, they're bringing pressure. They're coming fast off the ball, but the way to slow this rush down, screens and draws. And you see Vic Wharton here getting the ball in his hands and let him do some work early. But that's an exceptional play call by Bo Baldwin and mixing it up and allowing one of his best targets to get the ball in his hand and let him do what he does.
First and goal now from the 9 for Cal. 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. McElwain to the end zone. A flag is thrown. Wharton was the intended receiver.
Pass interference. Defense number 7 by Roll. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line.
Amadi here, you see Vic Wharton in the slot. He's just running the pump. He's just running the pump. Runs a good route, gets his head turned around, but Amadi never gets his head turned around. He's all over him, pushing down. I think Vic Wharton also did a little acting there, which sometimes you got to do it.
Every time you got to do it. They're down.
It's now first and goal from the 2. Blair gets wrapped up in the backfield. Going to be a loss of 3. Troy Dye. And a timeout is going to be called here by Cal. Their first timeout of the second half. On empty backfield for McElwain. You saw him. He's over 100 yards rushing. He's on the run. He throws. The pass is caught. But right there was Amadi. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
McElwain very comfortable throwing the ball on the run. Amadi doing a good job not letting Noah turn. And it looks like they are going to go on 4th down. They get the field goal there. It's a 2-score game. They're down 15. If they don't get it here, pretty demoralizing. But they would have Herbert backed up.
It's McElwain in with Laird as the tailback. They give it. Nope, McElwain keeps it, and he gets stopped. Troy Dye. Herbert, 13 of 19, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns. Has also carried the ball 5 times for 23 yards. Facing a 3rd and 6 from his own 7-yard line.
Single high man-to-man. I think they may let Herbert throw the ball here for the first.
Herbert on the run, throws low, and that is caught by Dylan Mitchell. And that will be good enough for the first down.
See, most quarterbacks, they would have probably ran the ball. Offensive coordinators, we're down inside the 10-yard line. But when you have a guy like Justin Herbert, a phenomenal quarterback who knows, studies the game so well, he made an exceptional throw on the run there to Mitchell. Great grab by Mitchell as well.
Hand off to Dye. And Dye, as you guys have been talking about, not a big guy, but a strong guy, able to move the pile and gets 5 yards before Alex Funches finally brings him down.
And that is not foreign here at Oregon. They had some big backs, LeGarrette Blount, I think about, but guys like Travis Dye remind me of Kenyon Barner, LaMichael James. Not big guys, but very fast and not afraid to run physically between the tackles.
Approaching 100 yards as Dye is at 99 right now. Well, now he's over 100 yards. He takes a big hit as he gets to the 35-yard line.
They have a stable of backs. Tony Brooks-James, Travis Dye, C.J. Verdell. And you see Dye here just making a great cut, getting upfield, protecting the ball. Now you see he learned earlier from that fumble having one hand on the ball. That time he wrapped it up with 2. And just an exceptional job by C.J. Verdell. Travis Dye right there, getting the first down and making some great yards.
Cyrus Habibi. Likio is in. He takes the handoff. Likio. The short yardage back.
I don't think he knew what to do.
And you know what? He's got the pressure on him because he's from Mountain View, California. He has more than 150 family and friends here watching him tonight.
That's why he's getting the ball in the open field, Justin, not just in the short yardage goal line situation.
They give it to him again. He's saying, Coach, use me. Look at my speed.
Well, he's talking to his coach, right? And what's his coach do? Cristobal is an offensive lineman. Now, a lot of coaches would be stat chasing here with your Heisman candidate quarterback with your #1 pick in the draft, Herbert. That's not what Cristobal does. Maybe to his detriment, they were still running the ball at the end of the game against Stanford. But this is a different attitude for an Oregon football team trying to run out this clock with physicality.
3rd and 1. They're 7 of 10 on 3rd downs tonight. Herbert gives it to the short yardage back, Habibi Likio, and he gets the 1st down, gets 5, punches with his 2nd tackle.
When it's a running play, he asked me what play was my favorite. I go, well, whatever play that I touch the ball, because they're all my favorite.
Habibi Likio. He's going to get tackled for a loss here. Rusty Becker's there. There is a player down. That's Evan Weaver around midfield. Being looked at under the tents on the sideline. 2nd down and 13 coming up here for the Ducks. Herbert sets up the screen for his wide receiver, Dylan Mitchell. Not much there. 2 running backs. Did you hear how many yards he ran for?
I thought I heard something wrong, but holy cow, that's having a day, isn't it, Petros?
Yeah, Herm's getting him going.
Almost matched yours, Petros, right? You got it.
Herbert making some moves, slides. And let's see where they mark him down. He's going to be about a yard shy. That's where the slide began. Evan Weaver, who came back in. He's the one who was there and forced the slide.
How about Weaver laying on the field with his face in the ground in the injury 10 moments ago? Then he's back out there running down the quarterback and forcing another punt. You can't say enough about this Cal defense, in particular these 2 linebackers.
And Oregon will take the delay of game. Okay, that was delay of game, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Who will Cal go with the quarterback position? Will they continue to keep moving these guys in and out?
This takes a nice bounce for the Ducks. And the quarterback run. And he takes a hit. This time by Nick Pickett. Gets 7 yards, gives himself some room. Taking some licks here tonight.
Where's the urgency? They got to go.
Yeah. Playing with urgency, that's for sure. McElwain taking the shot down the field. A lot of contact. There is a flag thrown. Another flag thrown.
Pass interference. Defense number 7. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Ugochukwu Amadi, who is the best defensive player in the secondary. He's the one that gets called for it.
Yeah, Noah just ran this seam route right up the outside edge of the numbers, and Amadi, he's looking back, but he's grabbing that arm. He's not letting him get going, but way to air it out if you're McElwain.
Now Laird goes out in motion. McElwain to throw, wide open receiver, makes the catch. Is Bunting, the tight end. What a catch by Ian Bunting, who gets tackled inside the 30. A pickup of 45 yards.
Looked like there was some miscommunication at the back level. I mean, there was no one around him, and Bunting just was wide open, makes an incredible one-handed catch there. And good job by this Cal offense to get going, but there was some confusion in that secondary by Oregon.
He wanted to protect that football, didn't he?
One of the longest plays of the year for Cal. McElwain throws across the middle, completes it to Mo Waves. McElwain throwing in the corner of the end zone, and it's incomplete. Thomas Graham was there on the coverage against Mo Waves. The quarterback run. And McElwain will take it inside the 10. Looks like he'll be just shy of that 1st down marker. Nick Pickett there with a tackle, as well as Lana Apelli. Hand off to Laird. They keep him pushing, And now he's down.
There's nothing like a running back when you run through and you feel your offensive lineman moving you forward. You know you stop there, but there's the push by all 5 guys, not giving up. They know they're down a couple scores, but this offensive line continuing to play, and that's just like Petro said earlier. That is Coach Wilcox's personality. He's a guy that fights to the end, and they're seeing it right now by this Cal offense.
Methodical.
There was confusion defensively for Oregon, and now the pass to the end zone. Touchdown, Jordan Duncan.
Just a great job stepping on the DB's toes right here by Duncan and running to the back corner, and McElwain throwing the ball up, letting Duncan get his feet down. Great possession by Duncan there. Heads up play. That was a good throw by McElwain. A couple good throws that entire drive there, letting him finally throw it.
They finally got him in the corner to get one of those to connect. A lot of errant passes from Brandon. But he's getting it together. They let him down and made sure they had all the plays called correctly.
35-24 with 4:31 to play here in
They got you, but I think you got to go onside kick here, but you got to be aggressive in certain situations. I like to call him my Coach Wilcox.
It's Dario Longhetto on as the kicker. And this will go all the way through out of bounds, and it will be Oregon.
Well, the one thing I saw from Justin Herbert today is he's in control completely of this offense.
He is. He's just a phenomenal player, and they've had some great quarterbacks. Marcus Mariota now with the Titans. Now Justin Herbert, he's the guy that's leading charge and making the correct throws, but this guy is a top talent. He has all of the intangibles you want in a quarterback. You hear a lot of guys talking, the smaller guys, but this is a guy 6'6". I want him running my offense someday.
And he's very mobile for 6'6". You see that quarterback comparison there. Really the most impressive thing to me for Oregon tonight is 8 of 11 on 3rd down. You know, Cal was the first in the Pac-12 for 3rd down conversions defensively, and Herbert has just come and blown that up with his skill level.
The handoff to Dye on 1st down. He's going to be tackled for a loss of 1. Right now, Oregon, they want to take time off the clock. Timeout has been taken here by Cal to stop that clock. They got 1 timeout remaining there.
And Coach Cristobal, you have to be happy with how Oregon has bounced back. Last week they had a tough loss. I mean, they were in control of that game against Stanford, but and they probably should have won the game if you're talking to the coaching staff. But having the resolve, having the ability to forget last week, it was tough, and it was hard to get over some losses like that. But this team, they've done a good job tonight, bouncing back and controlling this game from start to finish.
Well, they have a bye week, you see there, and then that is maybe even more so than the Civil War or the Apple Cup, one of the most intense rivalries in the Northwest, Washington versus Oregon, because they both really like to claim that north part of the country. And Cristobal has really done a great job of getting his team to bounce back, because they could have very easily been demoralized after last week's loss.
Mitchell goes in motion, 2nd down and 11. The handoff to Dye, and Dye gets hit by Luke Beckett. And that will be the final timeout taken here by Cal. 3rd and 10. Do you keep it on the ground here, or do you throw?
No surprise, they're going to throw it with Herbert.
He does throw, but it's going to be short of the 1st down marker. It's a catch by Dylan Mitchell. He gets 7. You're at the 38-yard line. You have to get to the 35.
There's still a lot of time. There's 4 minutes. I know they don't have any timeouts, but they can potentially score fast if this Oregon defense don't hold up like last possession.
Well, you got to think right now, Oregon's going to let the play clock wind all the way down, take a delay of game again, move it back 5 yards, and punt. This way, take more time off the clock and leave less for Cal to make a comeback.
It's a good learning experience to be up in this situation. Last week, they didn't get the calls. You know, they fumbled, and this is a different situation, obviously, but this is a good coaching time for Coach Cristobal.
New territory for him. You know, here's a guy who was a co-offensive coordinator last year. He's an offensive line guy at heart. He's been a head coach before. He knows how to manage a game, but a lot of questions came his way last week, and this is an experience moment for him to kind of figure it out. I might have gone for it in this situation.
I loved what he did last week. Being aggressive, being an offensive lineman as a running back in offense, you don't want to kneel the ball. You had a situation to where he could have nailed it, but he's trying to set a mentality here on this Oregon offense, on this Oregon team. They want to be physical than everyone else, and they want to dominate from start to finish. So I have no problem with what he did. They just got bad luck, and Verdell fumbled it, but I have no problem with Cristobal going for it in that situation last week.
They trail by 11. They need 2 scores and 3:28. On first down, McElwain throws, completes to Jordan Duncan. Could not get out of bounds.
You see the difference in quarterbacks on comeback routes. Herbert's putting the ball to where his receivers can run after the catch. McElwain, he's not quite there. He's allowing his receivers to come back, but they're falling down. It throws a little bit underthrown.
Hot ball, and it's picked off. Amati, the other way. Pick 6. That'll seal it. Second interception of the night for Amati, and that one is a huge one.
Amati's a big-time safety. He can cover, he can tackle, he can play in the box. He's all over the field. He's the leader in that secondary. He's been great tonight, phenomenal. And just McElwain, just a wobbly ball overthrew his receiver, and Amati's just at the right place at the right time, taking it back for 6. And this Oregon defense, they played well throughout the course of the night, rather than last week against Stanford.
Grossly overthrown.
Frustration for Brendan McElwain. Extra point here for Adam Stack. And it's 42-24. Ducks leading the Bears with 3:02 to go. Zach Emerson.
McElwain's done a pretty decent job tonight. You know, he's ran the ball well. He led their offense at certain parts. He's done phenomenal in certain situations, but the thing that's going to take him to the next level, he has to protect the ball. He's had a couple interceptions, fumbled on the ground, and he can't turn the ball over. If you're a quarterback, that's the #1 thing. You have to protect the ball.
Jeremiah Hawkins, he's got speed, makes the cut. Hawkins gets shoved out of bounds around the 42. Nice return by Jeremiah Hawkins.
You know, I have to say, Cal, still coming, still a growing program, but really impressive is Oregon. Not just the quarterback position and the way the offense is playing around him and the way they've been physical with their veterans on the O-line. But what about this defense, guys? We're talking about Amati and how good he's been. We've seen Winston make plays with the scoop and score. Troy Dye has been all over the place. DeMarco's talked about the nose tackle, Scott, the end, Jelks. These guys have really done a great job of getting the most out of their talent.
McElwain throws to Laird, who gets tackled by Troy Dye. And Petros, you've seen Oregon for a long time. You've covered football. You've covered the Pac-12 for many years now. You think this might be one of the deepest defensive teams in a long time for Oregon?
You know, you think about Harris, the corner they had, Haloti Ngata, guys like that, Patrick Chung over the years, but they really have a star or two on every level on this defense, and they're veteran late. I mean, this was a good team that Cristobal inherited.
Saw what they did last week against Stanford. They took them down to the wire. It's McElwain. Dangerous play. Picks up 6.
They're expecting a lot from him. You know, he's got to have a lot of these physical runs, and then they want him to stand back there and throw the ball accurately. He's a growing player, but that's a tall order.
Yeah, they're not doing a good job at protecting him in certain situations, but he gets a little happy feet, but the more reps he gets, he'll get more comfortable and be able to stand in that pocket.
They're going to mark him down a yard shy.
Jim Leavitt, you got to give him a lot of credit with this defense. They've been playing exceptional tonight and not letting this run game get going. They've given up a couple big plays, but for the most part, they've held their own and gave the ball back to this Oregon offense.
Laird, he gets the first down.
Cal's offense has continued to compete all night, not to mention their defense, especially the linebacker position. Just can't overcome their own mistakes.
The high throw is hauled in by Wharton. And he just can't get out of bounds, and that's one of those things where he's got to do. McElwain avoids the sack, throwing towards the end zone. It's batted up, and it's picked off. sliding is Hollins as he picks it off to end it.
That would be all she wrote. You see Jim Levin once again. He's bringing pressure. It's 30 seconds left, and he's still bringing pressure. But this defense, this secondary, they've made tremendous strides from a week ago, controlling this game from start to finish and bringing pressure, making McElwain get scrambled, get a little fuzzy, but he just throws it up for grabs and heads-up play by the true freshman, Javon Hollins from Pleasanton, California.
Second interception of the game for Hollins. Amadi's got a couple of interceptions, and now Oregon can take in the Oregon Ducks will get the victory.